Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And again, I want to thank my friend and colleague from Pennsylvania for the respectful debate. I understand that we don't see eye to eye on the bills that this House will unfortunately be considering this week, but nonetheless appreciate his courtesy. Mr. Speaker, today marks 200 days since House Republicans gavelled us into this 118th session of the United States Congress. 200 days that they have been in control. 200 days that they have had the gavels here in Washington, D.C. The American people be justified in asking, how have House Republicans spent those 200 days? Any bills to address inflation, to lower costs for working families? Any bills to grow the middle class, to build safer communities? The answer is none. Instead, they have pursued extreme policy after extreme policy. And this Milcon appropriation bill is no exception. Gas stoves, the northern eared bat, the lesser prairie chicken, and whatever other issue House Republicans conjure up when we are back in session. That's how they have chosen to spend their time and taxpayer dollars. When House Democrats were in control, working with President Biden and our colleagues in the upper chamber, we focused on issues that mattered to the American people. A bipartisan infrastructure law that unfortunately most of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle in this chamber voted against, that is rebuilding bridges and roads and highways across this country from Pennsylvania to Colorado, ensuring folks have clean water to drink and clean air to breathe. The PACT Act, the most comprehensive veterans health care legislation enacted in my lifetime, that 174 Republicans in this chamber voted against. The Inflation Reduction Act, capping insulin costs at $35 for seniors participating in Medicare across the country. That is how we spent our time.
Good evening, dear friends. Make sure that you look out for this. You could actually have unclaimed money without even knowing it, and millions of dollars are being returned to Americans every year. So state officials are urging all who are eligible to take action as quickly as possible so that they can receive this extra money. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for all of the details. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing more winners for the $100 Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, simply click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Wouldn't it be great if there were some cash just sitting out there with your name on it? Well, according to officials, there just might be. The New York State Comptroller's Office is currently holding $18.4 billion in people's lost money, and it returns $1.5 million to those who file claims daily. However, according to the Office of Unclaimed Funds, a lot of Americans are missing out on lots of claim filings, and there are over $7.2 billion in funds. So if you are a resident of New York State, you may have to visit the Comptroller's Office website to submit a claim for any identified funds, or submit a claim through the mail. Oregon Treasurer Tobias Read has announced that the agency's plan to return approximately $10 million in unclaimed funds is part of the Checks Without Claims initiative. The 2023 effort will be the largest mass disbursement of funds by Oregon's Unclaimed Property Program to date. Also, residents of Ohio are searching for their unclaimed funds, more than residents in any other state. According to the Ohio Department of Commerce, Ohio's whopping 457,000 searches beat out other states, with California in far second place and Texas in third. The Ohio Department of Commerce Division of Unclaimed Funds says the average claim in 2022 was $4,000. Unclaimed funds are lost or forgotten money that businesses and banks report to the division after accounts become inactive, including inactive checking and savings accounts, credit balances, uncashed cashier's checks, forgotten utility deposits, or lost paychecks. Congressional Democrats have also introduced legislation that would immediately cut interest rates to 0% for all 44 million student loan borrowers in the entire United States. While the Student Loan Interest Elimination Act was introduced by Representative Joe Courtney and Senator Peter Welch, would cover current borrowers, future ones would still be on hook for interest, though under a different system. The interest rates for future borrowers would be determined by a sliding scale based on financial leading some student loan borrowers to still have 0% on their interest. No student would get an interest rate higher than 4%. Furthermore, the bill will establish a trust fund where interest payments would go to pay for the student loan program's administrative expenses. Representative Joe Courtney stated, "Students and families are already saddling the rising costs of a college education. The federal government should not exacerbate the problem by making money off of borrowers. In fact, the average public university student who takes out a federal student loan today would pay nearly $8,000 over the standard 10-year period in interest. That is the difference between making mortgage or car payments, affording medical care, or savings for a stronger retirement." All the co-sponsors for the bill are Democrats, and it will likely have a hard time getting the needed support in the Republican-controlled House. Student loan interest payments are set to restart in September, after a 3-year pause began under the crisis. Borrowers have other options to try to handle their interest payments as they turn back on. So under President Biden's new SAVE program that will be implemented very soon, borrowers who are making their monthly payments will not be charged for unpaid monthly interest. The legislation comes less than 1 month after the Supreme Court struck down Biden's previous student loan forgiveness plan, which would have provided debt relief of up to $10,000 for most federal borrowers and up to $20,000 per Pell Grant recipients. So dear friends, what do you think that our government should do about student loans? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my beautiful and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Sunday. My friends, thank you so much for joining me here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway this coming Friday. Please make sure that you enter the giveaways, friends, by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Sunday.